My job as the FBI director is to
Is
invite
the
all
answer yes or
investigative
no
leads.
to whether or not you met with these women who were sexually abused and raped?
Any insinuation by you or any
What
people
is
on
the
your
an-
side that I am not manhunting child predators and sex traffickers, just look at the
Mr.
stats.
Patel,
And you talk
Mr.
about
Chairman,
cover-ups, man.
Mr. Chairman,
you
this
talk
is
about
my time,
cover-ups.
and I will take
Why
as much
is you-
time as I
Where
want.
were you during the
Instruct
Obama
the
and
witness,
Biden
Mr.
administrations
Chairman.
when these so-called
Instruct the
cover-ups were
witness.
going on?
Mr.
Why didn't
Chairman.
anyone in those administrations talk to any of these
Mr.
purported
Chairman.
witnesses?
Yeah,
I
let's
have
get some regular order, Mr.
every
Chairman.
single person to provide credible information.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from Washington.
And I'm
but
gonna
when you-
take
when
another
you
couple
accuse
of
the
minutes.
witness of something, he's allowed to respond. That's how it works. You say
Listen,
something,
he didn't
say
even,
the-
excuse me,
Mr.
Mr.
Chairman,
Chairman, you have
respond.
always been
order.
fair, but this
And
is
I'm
not
being
fair.
fair, and you will get
No,
your-
this
you will
is
get your
my
time.
time, and he
You will give the
said
gentlelady
that the
a few
witnesses
additional
were not credible.
seconds of time.
I'm going to get an additional minute of time because
No,
that's
you'll
how
get
much time
you
he
won't get a
took.
minute. You'll get some seconds. What we think is under 5 minutes. You don't get to demand
Mr.
how much time you
Patel.
get. That's not how it works.
What's up, Patriots? Welcome back to Liberty Trigger, where nonsense gets exposed, truth gets defended, and Congress gets roasted fresh off the grill. Today we got a wild one. The Epstein hearing meltdown featuring FBI Director Patel, angry politicians, and more drama than a reality TV reunion special. Let's dive in.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Patel, before you joined the FBI, you had very strong opinions about what the FBI was hiding regarding Jeffrey Epstein. In a September 2023 interview with Glenn Beck, you said the Black Book is under the, quote, direct control of the director of the FBI. In December 2023, you said, let us know who the pedophiles are. Even for a short time after becoming FBI director, in February of 2025, you tweeted, quote, there will be no cover-ups, no missing documents, no stone left unturned. In June, you told Joe Rogan, quote, we've reviewed all the information, we're going to give you every single thing we have and can. But then suddenly in July, everything changed. You and Attorney General Pam Bondi released one video and said that there was nothing more to see. Your July memo says you uncovered more than 300 gigabytes of data and physical evidence, but that you had decided no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted. That is a quote. I think what happened, Mr. Patel, is that suddenly you discovered that Donald Trump's name was all over these files, and you started a giant cover-up. So you are under oath, Mr. Patel. You just testified to Mr. Swalwell that you did not speak to the president about the Epstein files. To your knowledge, did Attorney General Pam Bondi speak to the president about what was in the Epstein files?
I can't speak for Attorney General Pam Bondi.
So to your knowledge, you don't have any information. The question was, do you have any knowledge?
I can't
Do you have
speak.
any knowledge?
I can't speak.
You are
for the
refusing to
Attorney
answer the
General,
question, so
Pam
let me
Bondi.
tell you that the Wall Street Journal reported that in May, Bondi told Trump that he was in the Epstein files, and at the same meeting said that the DOJ did not plan to release the files. Yesterday, you testified to Senator Kennedy that there was, quote, no credible information that Epstein trafficked girls to anyone else, and that you have, quote, continuously and publicly asked the public to come forward with more information, and we'll look into it. Today, in response to Mr. Massey's question, you appear to say that the survivors were not credible. These are survivors.
That's not at all what I said.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask you this in a second, but let me tell you
Okay, well,
about
then
the
don't lie about
survivors,
me.
and let's bring them up here into the room. These are women who came to the Hill and testified that they were groomed and raped at the age of 14 and 16 years old, and they called to meet with the president and to meet with the FBI and to have people investigate their claims. Some of them have never testified before. If you are so interested in getting the public to submit any information, why have you not met with them? You said you haven't met with them. Have you met with them? I'll give you one more chance.
So this Democrat starts the hearing grilling Patel like she's been the champion of Epstein's victims since day one. Spoiler alert, she hasn't. She comes in real hot, reading his old interviews and tweets. No cover-ups. No missing documents. No stone unturned. I mean, she quoted him more than Shakespeare. And I'm sitting here like, ma'am, you weren't even talking about this case last year. Suddenly, it's the most important thing in the world. Oh, right, because they think Trump's name might be in the files. Fake outrage activated. Then she demands Patel answer the big question.
Mr. Patel, are the victims of the Jeffrey Epstein horrific trafficking ring, are they credible?
Any person with information about ongoing sexual trafficking.
I'm asking you if they're credible.
Ma'am, I'm
Are
commenting
they
on the
credible?
evidence we have.
But
And we have routinely asked for people to come forward with more evidence, and we will look at it. And the evidence that we have was the same evidence that the Biden and
Patel,
Obama Justice Departments
Mr.
had.
Patel,
And they
this is
determined,
new.
not me, they determined
Mr.
that
Chairman,
information was not
Mr.
credible.
Chairman, he's not letting me even ask my questions.
You
This is
ask the
ridiculous.
questions, he gives an answer. You may not like what he says,
No,
but that
I'm
doesn't mean you get to
asking- he's not
interrupt
answering
him.
my question.
Mr. Chairman,
have
could we
an-
restore the gentlelady 45 seconds so she can
We will give
complete
her
her question?
additional 30 seconds, which is what I said
I'm
earlier.
going to keep taking my time because
you'll take
here's
the time
thing.
that you get. You get
are
30
not
seconds.
answering the question. The question
I
is,
have. You just don't like the answer.
Are these women credible? It's a yes or no answer.
I have answered the question. and
Well,
I
what is
keep
the
telling
answer?
you, I'm the only FBI director that has welcomed new information in this
Okay.
case. This
You're not-
administration is the only one that has welcomed any new information in this
Is there a
case.
yes or no to whether
Present
the
new
victims
credible
are
information.
credible?
Present new
Are
information.
the victims credible
The victims-
or not?
I'll tell you what happened in the last Trump
Are they
administration.
credible or not? You can't even
Victims
say.
credibly came forward, and you know what happened? President Trump authorized the indictments
President
of Jeffrey
Trump
Epstein.
called them
not Biden,
a hoax.
not Obama.
President Trump
no one
called
else.
the entire thing a Democratic hoax. So I would like to ask
The
you
gentlelady's
if
time has
you
expired.
will
I gave her
meet-
the additional
if
45
you-
seconds she
if you
requested.
will
The
meet-
gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from
Mr.
New
Chairman,
Jersey is
I would like
recognized
to
for his
ask if
5
you would
minutes.
meet with the women who were sexually
time does not
abused
belong-
and raped and groomed
time does
at
not
the
belong
ages
to the
of
gentlelady from
14
Washington.
and
The time now
16
belongs-
years old. Are
the
you
time-
going to cover up?
No, I'm
Are
not
you
gonna-
going to
I'm
continue
gonna
to
recognize
cover
the
up
gentleman
for
from
the
New Jersey
rich
for
and
his 5 minutes.
powerful men, including those that might be on this committee?
I can yell
Or
too,
are
Mr.
you
Chairman.
going
I don't want to
to
yell
allow
above
them
this.
to
The time
testify?
belongs to the gentleman from New Jersey. I
Are you
appreciate the
going to allow
gentlelady
them to
yielding
testify,
back.
Mr. Patel?
Go ahead.
Will
Mr.
you
Angelo.
allow them to testify to you, Mr. Patel?
Mr. Patel, thank you for being here. I know it's been an interesting and difficult 2 days.
Did Pam Bondi talk to Trump about the Epstein files? Yes or no? And Patel's like, I can't speak for Pam Bondi, which is totally reasonable. But she reacts like he just invoked the Fifth Amendment. You refuse to answer. You refuse. I swear, it sounded like a bad courtroom scene in a Netflix show. She keeps repeating the same question over and over like she's trying to break Siri. Do you have any knowledge? Do you have any knowledge? At this point, I'm shocked Patel didn't respond with, Ma'am, I barely have knowledge of what I had for breakfast. Next, she brings out Epstein survivors, which should be a moment of seriousness, but instead, she uses them like emotional leverage to score political points. Have you met with them? Yes or no? Patel tries to give a full answer. She cuts him off, then complains he's cutting her off. Patriots, the hypocrisy was physically painful. These women deserve justice, not to be used as props for someone's campaign video. Then the chairman jumps in, trying to control the room, and fails miserably. We get, you're out of time. No, you're out of time. I need 45 more seconds. You get 30. It turned into congressional kindergarten. Someone needs to bring juice boxes and nap mats next time. A Republican finally steps in and, thank you, says exactly what we've all been thinking. Where were the Democrats last year? Where were they the year before? Where was all this outrage when Epstein was alive, when evidence was fresh, when it actually mattered? They didn't say a word. Not one question when Director Wray came to Congress. Not one sign of interest. But now, when they think they can weaponize it politically, suddenly it's justice for the victims. Sure, and I suddenly identify as a toaster. The Epstein case deserves full transparency. It deserves accountability for every name involved. But what happened in that room wasn't justice. It was political theater, performed outrage, a hit piece disguised as concern. If these people care about victims half as much as they care about scoring Twitter clips, the Epstein case would have been solved a decade ago. And that's the tragedy. All right, patriots, hit like if you're tired of Congress playing games with real victims. Subscribe if you want more truth, more reactions, and more sanity in a crazy world. Do you think Patel is covering something up? Or was this just political grandstanding? Stay loud, stay proud, stay patriotic.